forward is a nice tall bridge. Tallest bridge we're going to go under today. Side is a new dock that was just put into the canal this spring. This is another one of those kayak launches. Someone's using it right now. We're starting to put more of these throughout the canal system. They have a ramp built into them where you can put your kayak right on the ramp and then easily slide into the water. It also makes it easier for people with mobility challenges to be able to go kayaking. Up ahead on the right is one of the New York State Canal Corporation's maintenance facilities. This is one of the ways that they're able to keep our antique water system up and running. You can't go to Home Depot or Lowe's or place an order on Amazon to get parts for our antique locks, bridges, guard gates, and other things throughout the canal system. So most of the time they take our original parts, they use them as a template to create new parts, or sometimes they're able to refurbish them. They also have a number of trucks, excavators, pontoon boats, sometimes small tugs or push boats around here, barges, all kinds of different things to help keep our canal up and running. Down a little bit further, there's an area where they dock some of the small tugboats and barges, and there's a lift there. They can lift some of the smaller tugboats and barges out, but they can't lift the Colonial Belle because we're too heavy. There's a small workboat in there right now that belongs to the New York State Canal Corporation. That one is named Eleanor Roosevelt.
What? Ew, that has your mouth on it. No, it has your shoe on. Well, your mouth is way grosser than my shoe, right?
The locks in the canal system go under what's called a pump out about every 5 to 10 years. Our part of the canal, as I mentioned, they drain it for the most part, but when they do a pump out, they put up dams and they drain out all of the water. They take the lock apart and replace and refurbish different parts of the lock. They did that with Lock 32 last winter, and they invited a handful of people to come up to the lock to see it when it was pumped out. I was one of those people. My family has been in the tour boat business since 1989, and I've been through Lock 32 more times than I could ever begin to count. But I had never been in the parts of the lock that are usually underwater, so that was a really cool experience. I got to go all the way down in the tunnels and see the valves up close. I was also able to stand on the bottom of what's usually the bottom of the canal in front of the lock gates. Pretty cool stuff. Over here on the right, they tell us that this is some rock that was left over from a project that they did in Pittsford this summer, and also there's some rock left over from a project they did down in Fairport a few years ago. Most of the time when they do that, they take something called the great awl, which is like an excavator on the front of a barge. They put it onto another barge, and then they use a push boat or small tug and push it down the canal to get their work done from the water. That's a great blue heron in front of the boat.
Oh yeah, heron. Heron right there. That just flew. That, like I said, we're scared. If you put it in your hat and say abracadabra, it'll ring. didn't even put it in your hat. No, you didn't. It's in my hat? No. You literally just... I just saw it in your fingers. No, it's not. It's in your hands.
Oh, that's so pretty.
It's not. I drew it. Just kidding. It's